By the way, this is what it looks like filming on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Yes, I'm filming on it, so you're not going to see it in this video. Back in 2018 times, I took on the journey of being a videographer. I bought a camera originally because my friend was a model, but she found a lot of benefits in being behind the camera as well as being in front of the camera, and she was able to take these beautiful portraits and also videos, and it inspired me a lot. And I thought to myself, I want to get a camera because then I can do so many things like YouTube videos, I could work on my music career, all of this and that. Basically, I wanted a camera to fuel my creativity. And when I got it, I would film all the time. YouTube, I would do vlogs, I would review people's work, I would do a lot of stuff with my camera, take pictures of people, do portraits. Eventually, people started recommending me to others, and I would end up finding myself DMing people on Instagram and essentially starting off a business where I would take pictures of people or film people. And eventually I realized I was actually getting paid for this. I was filming club nights, I was taking photos of small celebrities. I filmed Unknown T, one of the UK rappers at the time that was super big. He's still good now. And later on, a guy called Little Pump, who has a song with Kanye West. I did one of his shows when he was touring in a city called Nottingham, where I went to university. And when I was there, he and his crew were performing, and I left my camera equipment in backstage. Now, my camera equipment has big lights, tripod, a lot of stuff. It was quite hefty. It was a hefty bag. And I was thinking to myself before I took on the job, should I really be doing this? Is this what I want? Filming for other people in this way, putting up all this load? My friend was like, bro, just do it. You know, you never know. You're young. You don't know where things going to take you. Just take this job. It's a good opportunity. So I took it. And bro, tell me why, as Little Pump is performing, someone dashes a gas kind of grenade into the crowd, or maybe on, I don't know where he threw it, but he threw it. Little Pump saw that, we all had to evacuate. By the time I've come back to the venue the next day, all my equipment is gone, bro. But you know what's mad? I didn't even care. I had no care about this at all, and it let me know that I had been wasting my time doing things that didn't feel purposeful, and I had taken away the purpose out of, my purchase. Basically, I didn't buy that camera to be doing a whole bunch of work for other people anyway. And so now that the camera had become this thing that was just more of a distracting tool for a new pathway, I didn't have as much importance on it. So I just said to myself, you know what, if this was my music equipment, if this was my microphone or a hard drive or something, I would care so much more. And I guess that kind of let me know that from then on, I need to be more purposeful with my purchases. Now, that brings me on to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. The reason why I went with this camera over another £3,000 camera, I'm saying another 3,000. This camera that I had was like £800 or something like that. But the point is, I love like tech in it. That's what the channel's about. So I like expensive things, right? And the reason why I decided to go with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 instead of, following my heart and trying to get the mad expensive Sony A7 IV XP5. The reason why I didn't is because of a few things. Here are a few. One, portability. The pricing plus portability is different. Like with this price, the portability and the quality of the camera together, you don't get cameras like that often. That's a different type of camera. That's an action camera level of use case. You know what I'm saying? That's an action camera level of working, and I like that a lot. I actually do have an action camera, to be fair. I've got my DJI. My first ever mini camera was this one, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket. Sorry, the DJI Osmo Action 3. This was my first purchase in this realm, so I'm already kind of experienced with these type of cameras. The Pocket 3 seemed to give me the in-between between an action camera type of look and that you would get on another like DSLR or mirrorless camera, and I like that. So the quality with the sizing, it really pairs well with my personal lifestyle. As a music artist that wants to grow my career in music, I can get a nice quality image, do YouTube videos like this and communicate with people That is the value that I see in a camera, more so than trying to get the best cinematic shot or that mad slow-mo 200 FPS slow down. I don't know what, I forgot what the FPS is, 240, I don't know. This camera is 120 anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But my point is, I ain't using that feature anyway, so this camera is the best tool for me to communicate with my listeners and my potential fans. I'm trying to build a fan base. So that was like the first thing. Does it fit into my lifestyle? Second reason, again, goes back to lifestyle. Simply put, it's the fact that the camera has it has the ability to not take up space in my life. I know I said small earlier, but in this case, you know, I'm a traveling guy as well. Obviously I drive now, but there was a time, but when I had this camera, I was not driving. I was taking train everywhere. I was doing a show every single other week, big performances to small performances, but I'd always bring like a device that would take up a lot of my bag space. And the last thing I would have wanted to do is be carrying a big camera with my big music equipment. I mean, look at this. Can I show you? Can you see this? That's my Ableton Push 3 under my wait, put it this way, in fact. Imagine I wanted to take my ROG Ally with me so I could play some games, but I also needed to take my Ableton Push. Bro, do you know how heavy this is? Both of these things are actually heavy, and together they'll be the heaviest. If I wanted to bring those things with me, yeah, and then bring a super big camera, it will be over for me. I would have a broken back, and my back is already bad. And I'm not even 30 yet. But when I am 30, I know I'm gonna be struggling if I had a big camera to go with my big equipment. So it does fit into my life. Like I said, it allows me to communicate with people as well as still have space for the main hobbies in my life, the main missions in my life. Even other things. I'm a faith guy, so I like taking the Bible around with me, which is a physical book. You know, if I took that book with me everywhere I go, the last thing, that's another piece of baggage. Not that that's a baggage, but I'm just saying there's another thing in my baggage that's gonna take up a lot of space. And so that's why like this camera is so like special, because it's so light, it just, I can fling it anywhere. I can fling it in my pocket instead of my bag. But yeah, the whole point of this video is, if you're watching this, I hope that when you're making your decisions about your next camera, just think about purpose. I always say that it's working season. It's the name of my record label, or my collective, or my business, because I truly believe that we need to cut out distractions and focus on achieving purpose. And that's it really. If you want help with your decision making, I've done other videos before, but also I do one-to-one sessions as well. I've been doing one-to-one sessions since 2020 at my job. I do creative mentor sessions where we have 30 minutes and we run down literally what it is that you're struggling with, what are your biggest challenges, and we kind of try and determine how you're going to be able to overcome them in the next quarter or year. So if you want to get involved in that, check the link in my bio. Maybe you could use that time to find out more on whether you should actually get this camera and what you're going to do with that camera. But yeah, that's it from me. TP is, hope you're good, take care. I guess I got to get back to work because it's working season.